Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, where we talk about all the latest news in the LEGO video game series created by TT Games. And this time we're going to be talking about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So this is the game that was announced back at E3 of last year, and then we had a trailer and a bit of interviews and things giving us information about the game, some screenshots. Then in December, at the release of Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, we got another short 50-second trailer. And then since then it's been pretty much nothing, so now we're in early March and we got nothing. But there's been a few little small bits of news I want to cover in this video, and one of them is pretty significant, as you can tell from the title of this video. So first things first, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is not delayed, and I actually have confirmation from TT Games themselves. So let's go ahead and get started here looking at Twitter. So actually one of the viewers from the channel, Franchise Fanatic, so he's probably watching this right now, so special shout out to him. He basically asked on Twitter, the game's coming out in 2020, right? Also, if you can say, how is the development going? Well, and Andy Holt, which is one of a game developer from TT Games, and he's like one of the few people that will actually respond to you on Twitter from TT Games. I guess there's a couple others, but the TT Games Twitter account is definitely dead. Like that account is pretty inactive. Like every now and then, like maybe once a week, if even that, they'll tweet something. But other than that, that account is pretty much dead. But some of the individual developers at TT Games will actually respond, and one of the better ones is Andy Holt. And he actually responded here to that question. He said, "Yep, the game is coming in 2020 and development is going well. We are very busy, to say the least." So there you go. Some people I've seen online were speculating that the game was being delayed because, well, we haven't really heard much of anything. Episode 9 came out, we had that brief trailer, and other than that, they've been pretty much silent. They haven't been updating the release date or anything like that. They haven't given us gameplay. So some people were thinking that the game was delayed to 2021 possibly, but no, it is not delayed. So here we have Andy Holt as of February 24th, just a little over a week ago, or 2 weeks ago at the time. I don't know when this video is going out, but yeah, the game is not delayed as of right then. He said it's still coming out in 2020 and development is going well. So that's a good sign. So the people at TT Games, I'm sure the developers know when the game is coming out. At least they have an idea of when, because they have to have some deadline. They have to know how long they have to make the game, right? So he probably knows when it's coming out, and the fact that he said development is going well leads me to believe the game is not having any development issues and it's coming out on time when they originally planned it to, whenever that is. Now, is that original release date like way out in November when the next gen consoles come out? Who knows? I'm still leaning on like late June, like June 20 something. Originally there was a lot of rumors and speculation thanks to GameStop, or I think the Game Store in the UK, leaked a lot of things about the release date. Like they were putting placeholder dates on their store shelves showing the release date of the game being like April. There's like April 20th, I think was the main one. There was April 16th, I think. A bunch of different late April dates. And I think those are false, because I think if the game is coming out in April, we would know by now. Because now here we are in early March and we still don't have anything about the game. Like, come on. We would know more if it was coming just in over a month. So I think definitely late June is the earliest we're going to get it at this point, or maybe just sometime in June. But if we don't hear anything about the game and it comes like towards the middle of end of April, then I think it is being pushed off until the fall season, possibly around the time of the next gen consoles. But there you go, confirmation from Andy Holt at TT Games that LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is not delayed and it's coming out right on time, whenever that is. So we have another piece of news here on Twitter from a guy named Chris Rumsey. So he tweeted saying, "Oh, seeing adverts now," as you can see here. And he has what looks like a LEGO magazine. I think they send these out like every season or so, where it's just basically you get it in the mail and it just shows all the new LEGO sets that are coming out for that season. Like there's a spring, summer, etc. And at the end of the magazine, I think there's an ad for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It just says 2020. Again, we're not getting an exact release date. And you can see an image there. But this, I do want to say, this image is not new. I think this Chris Rumsey guy was thinking this was new, but it's not. This image has existed since I think late last year, maybe late fall or something like that. So this image is not new. These ads have been around for a while now. But that's not the interesting thing about this. So actually a different game developer from TT Games named Jack Chapman, he's got kind of a goofy Twitter picture there. He actually responded to that tweet from Chris and with a little finger over the mouth emoji, like, shh, don't say anything. Like, so I don't know what that means. Possibly it means that the marketing is going to be coming up here soon. But to be honest, Jack is a developer at TT Games just like Andy Holt, and Andy Holt, as I covered in the last video, he doesn't know anything about the marketing of the game. Like, they're just developing the game, working on it, coding it, making sure it runs well, taking out all the bugs, things like that. They have nothing to do with the marketing or promotion with the game, coming out with trailers and stuff. So I'm not sure how much weight his little emoji there, like hinting at news is coming soon, really means. But maybe he does know something. Maybe there is news coming within the next week or two. Who knows? But I don't know. I just thought this was interesting. I thought you guys should know about it, and it's just a little hint of news that maybe something is coming soon. So we got another piece of news that could allude to a release date for this game, and this comes from the TT Games studio tour. So this was actually the very first video on this channel back in November. I think it was like November 10th or 11th or something like that. But I made a video covering this TT Games studio tour, and in this video they give a tour of their studio and everything, and it's just kind of a normal thing where they're just showing you around what it looks like at TT Games. But in the background of one of these shots, you can actually see a development image of probably what looks like the first level of Revenge of the Sith. It looks like the Invisible Hand, where Obi-Wan and Anakin are infiltrating General Grievous' ship, the Invisible Hand, and you can see like a development image there. Anyway, that's the first video that was ever on this channel. I'll have a link to it in the top right with the little YouTube card, so you can click on that and check out the first video where we cover this. But I didn't see this originally, but now it looks like somebody else has found this. This comes from somebody on Reddit, and they say this could be the release date of LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga. And if you look in the background, you can see it says E3, and then it says like May after that, like 3-6 May. So I'm not sure what that means. Some people are saying the game could come out in May, but the thing is, we don't really know when this studio tour was filmed. It was filmed like sometime, back in 2019, like, probably in the fall, maybe at the latest, possibly even earlier. So I don't know if they would have an exact release date back then, because if they had an exact release date, they would have given us the release date back at E3, but they just said 2020. So I don't know if that means anything. This is just a random thing in the back of their studio there on a whiteboard, so this probably means absolutely nothing. Like, I'm not really putting much weight on this, but I just thought you guys should know about it. Some people have spotted this and are kind of making assumptions about it, but who knows? We'll have to see when the game actually comes out. Hopefully we'll be getting a release date soon. Alright, so the last piece of news for this video. So the TT Games Twitter account actually tweeted back on February 20th, and this was the latest tweet on their account at the time they were recording this video. Maybe it's still the latest tweet at the time of you guys watching this. But they tweeted an image of the Baby Yoda Lego, and they added the caption, the heart emoji, all it needs is a baby seagull, and then below that they said, PSA, this isn't confirmation of a dedicated Baby Yoda video game, sorry. So it's just kind of goofy there, but what I think is interesting about this, I think this could be hinting at a Mandalorian DLC for the Skywalker Saga game. So you can see the Lego minifigure, and what this comes from, this isn't from a video game, this is actually a real minifigure. I believe a Mandalorian-based Lego Star Wars Lego set, like a physical Lego set, not a video game, is coming out soon. So this is the Baby Yoda minifigure that comes with that, so if you want to get a Baby Yoda minifigure, buy that Lego set. So I just wanted to speculate that we could be getting a Baby Yoda in the Skywalker Saga game in the form of Mandalorian DLC. Because if you don't know, the Mandalorian Season 2 is going to be coming up on Disney Plus this fall 2020. And I think that would be a good release date if, assuming the game is coming out in late June, as I've been assuming in all my videos up to this point, we could start getting DLC around the time in the fall. So what if they released a Mandalorian DLC to kind of coincide with the Mandalorian Season 2 release date, and this DLC could have content from both Season 1 and Season 2, and there we would of course get the Baby Yoda playable there. So I don't know, this is just a little bit of speculation there, because if you look, TT Games always releases their games to coincide with some new release of some sort. So if you look at the Skywalker Saga, that's really coinciding with the release of Episode 9 and the end of the Skywalker Saga. And we had like Lego Jurassic World that was released for the Jurassic World movie. So they always release these Lego games to promote the newest movie that the game's about. So I'm thinking we could get a Baby Yoda playable in the game. They say this is not confirmation of a dedicated Baby Yoda video game, but they don't say anything about Baby Yoda appearing in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and I think it's pretty much for sure he's going to be in the game, but we'll have to wait and see. If you think about it, earlier on in the development of the Skywalker Saga game, Baby Yoda wasn't a thing yet, Mandalorian wasn't a thing. It was just more recently, in the past few months, that Baby Yoda exploded on the internet when we had the Mandalorian Season 1 on Disney+. So maybe TT Games is working on it. Again, I think it would be DLC, because if it wasn't DLC, it would be kind of late in their development process, I would think, to get Baby Yoda in the game right now. But I'm thinking Baby Yoda could be in the Mandalorian DLC, which is a DLC that would cover the Season 1 and Season 2 and would kind of release alongside Season 2 this fall. But who knows, that's just my theory. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for all the news in this video. So lots of different things coming from different sources, and some of them more reliable, like the ones from Andy Holt from TT Games confirming that the game's not delayed. But we also had some more speculation, like the Baby Yoda stuff and the release date in the back of the TT Games Studio. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to subscribe to be notified right when the newest LEGO video game news comes out. We're covering all the latest in the LEGO game series created by TT Games, and we're also creating guides. So we're creating guides for LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, the mini kit guide. We're creating the fastest and the highest quality ones on YouTube. So subscribe for that, and like this video if you enjoyed it, if you learned something new. I'll see you guys next time.